clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And Oliver picks up his second sack of the afternoon. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 24, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. they'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Allen. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Allen. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Singletary again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it is 42-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but
Stephon Diggs. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands.
And now here is another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick,
and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. So after the INT, it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go now.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll look to throw again.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other, he's got a man, complete. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check.